Profit. Talk soon. The team needs me.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Cake Mortgage Corp. Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 1734623. Licensed in Colorado by the Division of Real Estate. Terms and conditions apply. What if you could use the equity in your home to get cash fast? With no appraisal, zero hassle, and less waiting with Cake? You can. The Cake Fast Cash program is like turning your home into your ATM. People are using it to pay off high-interest debt, do renovations, tackle student loans, or cut monthly bills by hundreds, even thousands of dollars. The best part? Your current mortgage rate won't change. With Cake, you also get peace of mind. We're AAA rated by the Better Business Bureau and backed by thousands of 5-star reviews. Cake Mortgage. Your fresh-baked Cake Fast Cash loan is ready to enjoy. So don't wait. Call 720-850-0012. That's 720-850-0012. Or visit cakehome.com for thousands of 5-star reviews.
Hi, I'm Emily, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company, where a small box with a burgundy bow will help you win the holidays. As an in-house designer, I love creating meaningful, fine jewelry gifts. Choose a necklace with a gorgeous infinity charm to symbolize your everlasting love. Or go for a personalized piece with an engraving, their zodiac sign, favorite color gemstone, or their initial accented with pave diamonds. Because a friend wants you to be a holiday hero. Stop by or shop now at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
You've got your whole life ahead of you, so choose a Medicare plan you can count on. And that's what you get with a Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. With more than 45 years' experience serving its members, United Healthcare has plans with low monthly premiums that fit your life today and as your needs change tomorrow. The Medicare annual enrollment period ends December 7th, so go to uhc.com/Medicare today. United Healthcare Medicare plans. It's Medicare coverage Colorado can count on.
The Wilhite Law Firm handles accident cases differently. If you're injured, we'll drive to your home, return every call, and keep you updated. After an accident, you want Wilhite. Get your free case review right now. Just call 303-GOOD-LAW today or visit WilhiteWins.com and win big with Wilhite.
Red Rock Roofing. Red Rock Roofing stands for greatness, which is why their free inspection videos offer you valuable knowledge and peace of mind about your Red Rock roof. Red Rock roofers use only the finest roofing materials on the market, installing roofs that'll stand up to all Colorado weather, and they'll even upgrade you to impact-resistant shingles at no cost. Call 720-735-ROOF. Visit redrockroofing.com. Red Rock Roofing, standing for greatness.
This segment on 104.3 The Fan is brought to you by Twin Peaks, Eats, Drinks, Scenic Views.
KKFN and KKFN HD1 Longmont, Denver. You're listening to Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Live from Mile High Station, it's the Fan Football Pregame Show on Denver Sports 104.3 The Fan. Presented by White Claw. Previewing today's matchup, here's John Davis and Chad Andrus.
The Fan Football Pregame Show. We are down here at Mile High Station. John Davis sitting with my friend Kyle Reese, filling in for Chad Andrus today. Kyle, what's up, buddy?
Good to see you, brother.
It's
excited for today's game, man. This is a big one for the Broncos.
Adam Schefter tweeted today that Broncos officials believe this is the biggest game in Denver since the 2015 AFC Championship. Happened in 2016, but 2015 season, AFC Championship. Manning, Brady won last time. Broncos won, go to the Super Bowl. As I think back through since that game, it's hard to argue that there's been a bigger game in Denver since then.
Yeah, it would be hard to argue. There were some times along the way, especially early on with Russell Wilson, where you thought you had a chance. I remember that game against the Patriots on prime time. Was that a Sunday or Monday night? I know your memory is
Christmas Eve.
There we go. Where they blew that opportunity because they were in the playoff hunt. That was a big game for them, or maybe even a big opportunity. But no, I don't think the expectations were as high. The promise wasn't as high. I don't think the Broncos administration is off base with the way that they've approached this game. What do you think?
Yeah, that's where I'm at with it, because you kind of, if you win today, the Broncos win today, the driver's seat in the AFC West is you're right there. And you're right there with the Patriots, because the Patriots are up there, oddly enough, we're talking about a game since a Broncos-Patriots game. So right there today, you win today, you establish with the Chiefs, hey, you're going to be great. You're the Chiefs, but we're for real. This division isn't yours anymore. You don't just, punch your ticket to the playoffs to getting any home field type of advantage as a division winner. But if we were going to have a game where we were injured, where the Broncos were injured, if we were going to have a game where the Broncos were injured, a game against the Chiefs was not the one that you wanted to be missing. Pat Surtain, J.K. Dobbins, Jonah Ellis, that's sneaky, and the team's leading tackler, one of the leading tacklers in the NFL, Alex Singleton, who we hope we're pulling for, with everything he's been dealing with since the Raiders game, his diagnosis. So Alex Singleton, everybody's thinking about him. But this game today, the Broncos missing some of their key players. I'm going to dive right into it between Pat Surtain and J.K. Dobbins. Which guy missing do you think has a bigger impact on this game today?
It's tough because the injury bug is coming. And the Broncos, for the front end of the season, they kind of held it at bay for a little bit there, and that's probably why they got into where they're at right now with the 8-2 record. For me, I think J.K. Dobbins is the bigger piece that you're going to miss. You saw what it was like without Pat Surtain last week. They managed. Xavier Worthy's on the injury list. He's probable for the Chiefs today, but he's got an ankle, so he's probably not going to be 100%, so that will be neutralized to some degree. And I think they match up okay in the secondary against the Chiefs receivers. But J.K. Dobbins has been the most consistent offensive player, 153 touches, 772 yards, 4 touchdowns for the Broncos. He's been one of the lone bright spots in a Broncos offense that's still trying to find its identity. So when you're still trying to figure things out, and now you're missing what many believe is your top performer, I don't think that helps you get things back on track today.
I'm going to agree with you on this. J.K. Dobbins, 5th leading rusher in the NFL. A big reason today, him not being there, is you need to reduce the opportunities this Chiefs offense has. And the best way to do that is to just not field. And the best way to do that is to drain the clock, to run the ball. And J.K. Dobbins, a healthy dose of him today, would have really allowed the Broncos to just give less opportunities to flip the field, something you and I have talked about. As far as Pat Surtain being gone, I don't want to just act like no big deal that a generational corner isn't playing today, but they've got a lot of other pretty solid talent, that secondary. None the level of Surtain, but Jaquan McMillan, he's experienced. Riley Moss plays well. Hufanga and Brandon Jones are playing really well in the secondary. Jahdae Barron's your number 1 pick. You've got some depth there to kind of play around with to try to match up against the Chiefs. With the Broncos in the running back room and playmakers in general, there's a pretty big drop-off from the top of that with guys like J.K. Dobbins and Cortland Sutton. It kind of starts to fall off quick. That's where I think the other thing is why Dobbins is a bigger piece missing today, because there's just not a lot of depth there on the Broncos offense.
And that's the proven player. I don't want to say R.J. Harvey can't do it. I just haven't seen him do it, right? Jaquan McMillan, I've watched him do it. We've watched Riley Moss. He plays really, really hard, and he doesn't get the benefit of the doubt from the officials or the fans sometimes. And so sometimes you feel bad for the guy, but he's going to play hard for you, and you shouldn't have too many problems there. But listen, R.J. Harvey, Tyler Bidet, and Jaleel McLaughlin, who's played 1 game this year, you just don't know what you're going to get from that group. So, again, the guy that's done it for you week in, week out has been really consistent. Not having him for the biggest game in what you say is almost a decade at this point.
Not me. The Broncos officials.
You didn't disagree?
The Broncos. I don't disagree with it.
I know.
I don't disagree with it. If there was one game, you had a good one when you talked about the Patriots Christmas Eve. The year after they won the Super Bowl 2016, Sunday night against Kansas City, they give up a big drive at the end. They go to overtime. Kubiak has him kick like a 66-yarder, goes for the win. McManus misses. The Chiefs turn around and win it. That kind of flipped that entire season.
9-7 year.
Yeah, and it kind of changed everything. The Chiefs went on to win the division. Broncos wouldn't beat them for a very long time. So that was kind of the game. But today it's huge, and we're going to find out with the Broncos. They had a game earlier this year against the Indianapolis Colts where the Colts were missing 2 of their 3 best defenders, and the Colts went out and found a way to win that game. It was in Indianapolis. It came down to a field goal, but the Colts didn't use it as an excuse against the Broncos. They found a way to get it done. The Broncos today, at least defensively, you have enough talent to think you can overcome this, because when you look at the secondary, yes, they're missing Pat Surtain, but this secondary also went 1/2 against the Dallas Cowboys without Pat Surtain. CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, Dak Prescott.
Ferguson.
They've gone up against the Higgins and Jamar Chase. They've gone up against A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith. So Riley Moss, while he's sliding into that number one, it's not like he hasn't gone up. He's gone up against a lot of number one talented guys all year. Rashee Rice is really good, but you got to like Riley Moss's chances to at least keep that competitive today.
Yeah, listen, I don't think from a DNA standpoint this is a defense that's going to be scared of the moment or not be able to take on that next guy up mentality because, again, you've got solid players, and that was part of the reason that you go out and you get a player like Jahdae Barron in the first round when everybody feels like you should get a running back so you can have that depth because last year proved to the Broncos that they were going to need that in the secondary. So I think it's a confident group. They're flying around. They're making plays. They're getting the opposition off of the field. So I think that will carry over. And for me, these guys understand the mission. This is why Dre Greenlaw is here. This is why Hufanga is here. They're not here to beat the doggone Titans. They're here to face off with the Chiefs twice a year and the Chargers twice a year and to come out ahead in those matchups. So I don't think it's going to be a secondary or a defense at all that's going to be lacking confidence because they're missing a few guys, even though those guys are really big contributors.
Real quick, Hufanga and Greenlaw would each have a Super Bowl ring if it wasn't for who?
Patrick Mahomes.
And with that, looking at Mahomes, looking at this secondary, this is a top 5 quarterback of all time. I think you can put them in any order you want, but you got Brady, Manning, Elway, Montana, and you got Mahomes.
I just hate to hear you
say
sucks.
That.
It just sucks.
You know he's looking across the field, and if he sees a rookie cornerback, you know Patrick Mahomes is pretty excited about that. Where did Patrick Mahomes go to college?
Texas Tech.
Where did Jahdae Barron go to college?
Texas.
Yeah, there's a little something there.
Brandon Jones, too.
Brandon Jones went to Texas as well. My friend Mary is at the game today, went to the University of Texas. Tuning in right now. But as good as Jahdae Barron is, as much as we might like this secondary, if Jahdae Barron's on the field, the ball is going that direction until he gives Mahomes a reason not to throw that in his direction. I think that's low-key something the Broncos really got to watch today.
Yeah, let's talk about what that means for the Broncos secondary because he's going to be kind of shoved into action here. He struggled against Houston. He had those 2 catches, and one of them was an explosive play. So they're going to be relying on them probably a little bit more than what they want to. We've seen them make some plays in the middle of the field.
Yep.
But that's where Travis Kelce gets his money at.
Yeah.
So are you going to put him on the edge against Rice or Worthy, or are you going to match him up in the middle of the field against Kelce? There's going to be a chess match in terms of moving him around and giving him an opportunity to have success from Vance Joseph's perspective. So it's going to be interesting to watch. I know he's a confident player, but is he going to be up to the challenge of going up against some of the NFL's best?
Very best that have done it for a long time. Chiefs make a lot of big plays and big moments. It's going to be a challenge for this Broncos defense every single play that they're on the field today. It's the Fan Football Pregame Show. John Davis, Kyle Reese. We are down here at Mile High Station. Come say hello to us. It's time to talk about who's got a point to prove. Who's on it? They're probably on the offense. Kyle and I get into that next.
The Broncos' backfield just suffered a major loss. J.K. Dobbins is being placed on injured reserve with a foot injury that will require season-ending surgery. With his contract set to expire, as one of this year's most productive rushers played his last game in Denver. Denver Sports 104.3. The Fan.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here. Based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 in monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Hey, Stokely here, and let me tell you, fall golf is the best golf Colorado has to offer, and it's not too late to get fully dialed in for the last few months of the season. At Embers Golf in Westminster, they're not just selling golf clubs, they're crafting a journey for golf lovers like you. It's a boutique-style shop, family-owned, with 2 hitting bays, all the major brands, and fully upgraded custom shafts. Come in for a full bag fitting. Trust me, there's nothing else like it around. Embers Golf, where your golf journey begins.
Veterans Day is a moment where we express gratitude towards the folks who have served on our behalf, our veterans. And Navy Federal Credit Union celebrates veterans of all branches and their families on Veterans Day and every day of the year. They serve over 2 million veterans, and as a veteran, you can become a member and access exclusive rates, discounts, and financial tools for the whole family. Become a member at NavyFederal.org/veterans. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA.
Here's the tale of the daily Medfield. Same old pharmacy, same old bill, but those prices kept rising higher still.
Till the savings wrangler rode in, cool as can be. Tap Good RX.